Welcome to MMA Daily. Here we bring you the latest and most exciting news from the world of mixed martial arts. If you love MMA, make sure to like our videos and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the thrilling updates. Get ready for some interesting news today. Starting off, UFC featherweight Bryce Mitchell explains why he doesn't believe in seatbelts. Moving on, Islam Makhachev downplays future fight against fellow UFC champion Ilia Topuria. Lastly, Dana White shoots down Turki Alalshikh's talk of Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Bryce Mitchell would surely love to get his hands on a UFC belt, but the outspoken featherweight is apparently not a big fan of seatbelts. Speaking to the media ahead of his UFC 310 main card fight with fellow grappler Kron Gracie, Mitchell shared the surprising revelation that he doesn't believe in seatbelts. "I think it's just you get to choose if you want to wear a seatbelt. The government doesn't. They don't wipe my ass for me, and they shouldn't be able to tell me if I want to wear a seatbelt. I don't personally ever wear a seatbelt. Growing up, my mom never wore one. I just don't believe in them. It's not up to the government if I wear a seatbelt or not. That's just my view on it and why I don't wear them. I personally don't like them because what if I need to jump out of the car and jump and roll? Nobody ever thinks about that. I strap my baby in, just don't like wearing them. I like the maneuverability." Mitchell is known for his controversial opinions on a number of topics, but his skepticism of seatbelts might just take the cake. UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev isn't very interested in facing Ilia Topuria. Ilia is fresh off his return to the octagon in the main event of UFC 308 in October. Back for the first time since knocking out Alexander Volkanovski in February, Ilia met Max Holloway. Ahead of the contest, both featherweights were discussing a move to 155 pounds. For his part, Max was coming off a knockout win over Justin Gaethje in April. Well, Ilia blew up those plans in the fall. In round 3 of their featherweight classic, the champion became the first ever man to crack the chin of the Hawaiian. Following the knockout win, Ilia again discussed a move to lightweight to face Islam Makhachev. However, Dana White said that he needed a few more title defenses to make the bout happen. That being said, Islam Makhachev doesn't have any interest in facing Ilia at all. Speaking in a recent interview with Match TV, the lightweight champion was asked about his future. Currently, Makhachev is expected to face former opponent Arman Tsarukyan in a rematch at UFC 311 in January. In the interview, Islam Makhachev was asked about his thoughts on a future bout against Ilia. While the bout would be a massive one, the Russian isn't super enthusiastic about it. Given his 2 previous wins over former UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, Makhachev wants to face contenders in his actual weight class. "We'll fight if we have to. In terms of my fighting career, I'm not interested in fighting Topuria at all. He's in a different weight class. I'll beat him, and what will that do for me? I won't win another belt. Everyone will once again say that I beat a featherweight. That's it. But if people really want to see him lose, then we can do it. Well, I have other goals. I want to win a second belt. If you want to remain in history, then you must do something memorable." UFC President Dana White has again shot down talk of Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Jon Jones returned to the octagon in the main event of UFC 309 last month in New York City. Ending a nearly 2-year layoff, Jon Jones made his first heavyweight title defense against Stipe Miocic. For the 42-year-old former champion, the bout was his first since being brutally knocked out by Francis Ngannou in early 2021. Jon Jones entered the fight as a massive betting favorite, and he looked like exactly that. Jones took down and nearly finished Stipe in round 1 and wound up finishing the former champion in round 3. Following the bout, Jones shut down talk of retirement for good. While the 37-year-old doesn't want to face Tom Aspinall, he's open to other options. With that in mind, Arabian promoter Turki Alalshikh wants to work with the UFC on Jon Jones's next fight. Speaking in a recent interview with Ariel Helwani, the advisor showed interest in booking Jones against Francis Ngannou. For what it's worth, a potential Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou fight has been discussed for years now. Since Francis won UFC heavyweight gold in 2021, the two have gone back and forth on several occasions. While Ngannou's signing with the PFL seemingly ended those hopes, Turki Alalshikh is willing to try and make it happen. However, it seems that Dana White is less interested in making the fight. On Instagram, the UFC president made a comment responding to rumors of Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. There, White wrote, "Absolutely not true. Jon versus Tom Aspinall is next." Thanks for watching MMA Daily. We hope you enjoyed the latest updates from the world of mixed martial arts. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more MMA action.